This was never your city. It's mine.
If I don't destroy the collider, none of us will have a home to go home to.
Remember, what makes you different?
Let's go.
Hi, it's Jonathan from Submaster Reviews, and today I'm here to review the new Spider-Man film, Spider-Man Into the Spiderverse. So this is one of Sony's animated films and one of their own, own isolated Spider-Man universe that's aside from the Marvel Cinematic Spider-Man things with, Tom Holland, etc. And I was really interested in seeing what this film had to offer, because from the trailers I could tell that it had a beautiful art style, and we were going to have a lot of different spider people, because essentially the plot follows Miles Morales, and he's bitten by a spider like Peter Parker, but then you throw in a whole bunch of different, universe colliding things, and before you know it, worlds are colliding, spider people are in the same universe, and then they gotta go save the day before all of existence explodes. On paper, this sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon, and it shouldn't work. There's so many things why it shouldn't work. Number one, this movie is clearly made because Sony wanted to, take advantage of the fact that they still have Spider-Man film rights and wanted to make money. Two, there's too many Spider-Men in this movie. Three, it's an animated film. Four, it kind of mixes canon together in ways that fans might not be comfortable with. But out of all these things, Into the Spider-Verse ends up being my favorite Spider-Man movie. Wow, they actually did it. So whoever voices Miles Morales does a fantastic job. Jake Johnson voices, normal Peter Parker. If you don't know who he is, he's the main character. He's the white guy from Let's Be Cops, or most recently he was in Tag. So the guy's really funny. I was curious to see how he was going to lend his voice talents. Nick Cage is in this movie as Noir's Spider-Man. Heck, even Chris Pine plays a certain role in the film. I don't want to spoil. And we have Liev Schreiber as the Kingpin. So yet again, this is another stacked cast. What I was really impressed with is that this film juggles so many different characters and gives everyone a reasonable amount of depth. No one feels like they got short-sighted. The story is also really interesting. It's unique. It focuses on Miles Morales and how he's trying to get into this new school because it's a private school, but because he's really smart, he was accepted there and he got a scholarship, but he really wants to be with his old public school friends. So it shows, I wasn't sure how that was going to work, but, the teenage drama surprisingly worked. Honestly, this movie has a ton of heart, throughout the entire runtime. It's also really funny. The script is smart, it's snippy, it understands why people love Spider-Man, and just builds upon it. And I think that that's what a lot of people are missing in superhero films generally. I think you have some analysts in a room 99% of the time. With Justice League, it's alright, we need to have X amount of jokes because Marvel did it, and people like it because funny jokes in serious moments, tonal shifts, that's totally what people want. But the reality is, you make something that's true to the character. It doesn't matter what the runtime ends up being, it doesn't matter if it's dark, it doesn't matter if it's funny. If you stay true to what people love, then the movie will make money. And I hope this is going to be the case in the long term with Into the Spider-Verse. Because Into the Spider-Verse is a love letter to why fans love Spider-Man and why people love Spider-Man in general and why he is arguably the most beloved comic book character of all time. I don't want to get into the plot details too much because I went in knowing very little, and I'm glad I did because this movie throws tons of plot twists in your face. And stay after the credits because there's also a killer after credit scene. So guys, I really enjoyed Into the Spider-Verse. It's different, it's funny, it's everything that shouldn't work, but it does. Impressed the hell out of me. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to go ahead and give Into the Spider-Verse a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So guys, how'd you like the review? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please let us know in the comments. Also, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. You can also buy our merch at cafepress.com/Stubmasters. If you want to, buy your girlfriend, boyfriend, family member, grandma, a nice holiday Stubmaster sweater. I don't think we sell those. But it would be a good Christmas present anyways. You can check that link out. Guys, I'm Jonathan from Stubmaster Reviews. Have an excellent day.